Hey Chris, just checking in, weekly check-in. This first clip here is the Bulgarian split squats. This is the first time I've ever done them. This is my first set. I videoed it because I knew it probably wouldn't go so well. I thought these looked kind of ugly and they felt kind of weird too. But I just need to get used to them. After looking at some videos and improving my form, I think these look better. I don't know if these are necessarily ideal. I'd like to know what you think about them, if I can maybe improve them, or if this is something I should, or if that's sort of the ideal form to strive for there. This is my first deadlift, so day 2 deadlifts. These felt pretty good. Nothing special, nothing crazy to report on these. Trying to give you a few different angles if possible. The second clip here was day 4. So this is 365 on the bar. I think it's the one set of 4 at 8 RPE, which it turned out to be less than 8 RPE. I really wasn't sure. I haven't judged my main lifts based on RPE in a really long, or ever really, as far as I can remember. So, anyways, this was a little bit easier than 8 RPE, turns out. But they felt great, and I was happy about that. My bench this week, it didn't feel the best it's ever felt, that's for sure. This set is fairly representative of that. It felt sloppy, and it looks kind of sloppy as well, I think. This is the day 4 hypertrophy bench. One thing that I think is important to pay attention to is, of course, how my shoulders feel. Those are my main sort of source of injury for me. And they're feeling okay this week. The current amount of volume that I'm doing and everything for pressing, I think, is pretty good in terms of shoulders. I think they'll definitely survive. I don't know if I want to, add anything at this point. And looking forward at the program, I think I'll be fine at this point, but I'll keep you up to date on that. Squats went pretty well this week as well. My main problem, I've just been trying to improve how I seat the bar on my back. This is slowly improving. I think on this clip it was okay, but maybe I still want to try to get my elbows lowered down a little bit more. I don't know if you agree, or maybe if this is something that is sufficient. On this clip, I think I got my elbows back a little bit more, or down a little bit more, but the bar was kind of sliding off my back. I think I seated a little bit too low, so I'm not sure if maybe I should try to even change anything from the previous clip or not, because these didn't feel very well, very nice at all. It was mostly the bar kind of throwing me off in general. I think the squats look kind of awkward as a whole, but I think it mostly comes from how I'm seating the bar in this clip anyways. I mean, they weren't especially hard, they just felt awkward. That's kind of the theme with a lot of things going on. I also like to constantly be checking my depth, so squat to USAPL depth, that's the goal anyways. I think I'm kind of skirting the line there, so I'm not entirely sure. This is what I use as my core exercise on day 4. I like these a lot. I don't know how to describe them, so I took a video. Let me know if this is sufficient, or if I should look to use something else, maybe some crunches or something. I also wanted to talk about deloads. I know that that's something you typically just kind of program. Naturally, it's not something I would have to spring on you or anything, but I tend to program them around life events. So, for example, spring break next semester would be a prime choice for a deload if that's possible. I know you also mentioned that we're going to do a mock meet at some point. So my hope is that maybe there's a real meet around me whenever the mock meet would come, and that I could do that. I know there's one in February that's only an hour away from me, and I would really like to do that. I think it's February 27th. I would really like to do that if it coincides with my mock meet, or maybe if I can move some things around just to do it for fun, even if I don't have to peak or anything like that. Just for fun, Anything else? Also, in my Excel document, just note that my RPE ratings might be off because I'm not very experienced with using RPE. So take my RPE ratings with a grain of salt. I definitely do. I try to use the videos to judge them a little bit better than when I'm actually doing the lifts. And I guess that's it. All right, so I'll talk to you next week, Chris.